how to display organized data with custom tables inside of Jotform apps. Follow me to my desktop right now. Welcome to Jotform. On this video, I'm going to show you how to display custom data from a table inside of Jotform apps. So let's get started. This is my Jotform dashboard, and to get started, we're going to jump into the application where we want to display this data. So in this case, I'm going to use this Flower Shop app, and I'm going to jump into edit, and this is going to take me to the app editor. In this section is where I'm going to add the table to display the custom data. So first thing we need to do is go into elements, scroll down here, and we are going to find a table. It's under the data elements section. So let's drag and drop the table inside of here and select the table from the data that we want to display. In this case, I have a few submissions for this one, so I'm going to use the coffee survey table that I've used previously. Okay, so let me go ahead and add it right here, and it is now added. Now, if I go ahead and display the data just by adding the table, it's going to display every single piece of data inside of that table, which might be something that we don't want to do. So let me give you an example. Let's jump into our table testimonials section, which is this page right here. I'm going to jump into the coffee table data table, and we are going to view every single data from that table. So it's just too much data. We don't want to view everything. So what we want to do is jump into view table. So let's jump into that table and select the data that we want to display. In this case, we can view every single piece of data from that submission, but we want to only view certain details of that table. So in this section, we're going to click on this I, which is the columns. Let's go ahead and select this. I'm going to hide all and now select the data that I do want to display. So in this case, for example, I want to display the name, the age, and the question, how often do they drink coffee? So just those three pieces of data I want to display. So it's going to be much clearer what I want to display in this case. Now, let's go back into our Flower Shop application. Let's restart again. Here we go. Let's go into the testimonials page, select the table, in this case, and we are now going to view the data that we previously selected that we want to show. So in this case, the name, the age, and how often do you drink coffee? So instead of viewing every single piece of data, we can custom select what data we want to display. It's super easy to implement, so just go ahead and add your table, jump into tables, and select what you want to display. Plus, you have the filters feature in case you want to display filtered data with this option. So it's super easy to start displaying the data that you want to showcase. Now, there's a few other options here, which is in properties, where you can select the table in case you want to change the table. You can go ahead and do so right here. The title, the description, and the element size. So normal or large. You can see how it changes. So it's up to you if you want to use this. And you have the shrink option in case you want to add a button to the right, an image, or another data table. So the shrink option is a good option. And you have your style options to change the color of this box. You can change the alignment. You can add a background image. You can show an icon, you can remove show an icon, you can change the color of the icon, and you have several settings available for the data display option here for the table. So please let me know here in the comments what you think about the table element here on Jotform apps and what you would like to see in the future. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.